System of equations. We know that ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is the equation of a linear equation, and a, b, c, they are the constants, x, y, they are the variables. Now consider that I have any two linear equations like this, for example. Now if we notice, they have the same variables, that is x, y. So this is basically an example of a system of equations, and in this case they are the set of simultaneous linear equations. So the most important concept over here is that how do we solve them. In this video I'll be discussing three different techniques. The first is substitution, second is elimination, the third is the graphical technique. You can also solve it using matrix or any other technique, but in this video I'll be focusing on these three. So the first is the substitution technique. So what do I do over here? The procedure is I'll choose any one variable and make that the subject of equation 1. So if this is my equation 1 and this is my equation 2, I have chosen variable x and I'll make that the subject. So x plus y equal to 7, x equal to 7 minus y. So x becomes the subject. The second step is substituting this value of x from equation 1 in equation 2. So this is my equation 2. So 3x. This is my equation 2. Over here I'll basically substitute the value like this. And if I substitute and solve it, I'll get the correct value of y. Now how do I again get back the value of x? I'll plug this back over here, and x is basically 7 minus 5. So we know the value of y, we'll put this over here and we'll get the value of x. So I know the value of x and y. The next procedure is solving the same system by the elimination technique. So I'll solve the same equation. If this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2. So over here, what do we have to do is multiply the coefficients of either of the variable in both the equations so that they become equal to each other. So I have chosen variable y over here, and I know the coefficients is 1 and minus 2. So how do I know that which is common? I have basically taken the least common multiple, that is the LCM of 1 and 2, which is 2. So this is already minus 2y. To make them equal, I have to multiply this equation by 2. So that's what was done here. So 2x plus 2y will be equal to 7 into 2, 14. Now I have to add or subtract as required so that the variable gets eliminated. So plus 2y and minus 2y, they will get cancelled. So 5x will be equal to 25, x will be equal to 5. Again, I'll substitute this x back in any of the equations to get my value of y. So if you notice, we are obtaining exactly the same answer as the substitution technique, where x was 5 and y is 2. So you can use any method that you want, whichever is suitable for you. The next is the graphical method. So here what do we have to do is I have to draw the graph for both the equations first. So this is the graph that I have drawn using Desmos, but I have also shown that how do I draw a straight line for any particular equation. So if this is x plus y equal to 7, I'll choose any 2 points. So over here it was simple because 0 plus 7 is 7, 7 plus 0 is 7. So this particular line is x plus y equal to 7. Any 2 particular points on the line is sufficient enough for us to get a particular straight line. Okay, so similarly for 3x minus 2y equal to 11, this is my graph for 3x minus 2y equal to 11. So these were the points I have. So the intersecting point of both the lines will be my final solution. So this is the point at which they were intersecting, and the point was 5, 2. So x is 5 and y is 2. So if you see, this is exactly what we obtained from the other two methods as well. So you can use anything that you want. Now I'll solve some basic questions and I'll use the elimination technique. So let's do that. This is my equation 1. This is my equation 2. I have chosen variable x. So the coefficients are 2 and 3. Now the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6 because this is the least common multiple. So equation 1 has to be multiplied by 3. Equation 2 has to be multiplied by 2. So 6x plus 3 3s are 9 equal to 51. And similarly 2 3s are 6x minus 4y will be equal to 12. Now you see both are same but both of them are positive. So I need to basically cancel them out. So this has to be subtracted. So if I subtract them, all the signs have to change. So this was plus initially, this will become minus, minus becomes plus, this was plus, plus will become minus because I am subtracting them. This gets cancelled, this becomes 13y, this becomes 39. So y is 39 by 13, this is 3 and I'll get the value of y as 3 from here. Now I'll again plug it back in equation 1. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 17. So 2x plus 3 3s are 9 is equal to 17. So 2x will be equal to 8. X will be equal to 4. So my final solution is 4, 3. Now moving on to the second. Here as well I have chosen y to be my variable. You can choose x, you can choose anything that you want. So the factors were 1 and minus 3. So the LCM was 3, right? Because that was the common factor. You don't have to do anything with equation 2 because it's always 3. So 1 has to be multiplied by 3. 2 remains the same. So 3 3s are 9x plus 3y will be equal to 39 and x minus 3y will be equal to minus 9. Now you see this is plus, this is minus. So these are already cancelling out. So you can just add them. 10x will be equal to 30. X will be equal to 30 by 10, that is 3. So therefore x will be equal to 3. Now I'll again plug it back. It may be equation 1. So 3x plus y is equal to 13. 9 plus y equal to 13. Y will be equal to 4. So my solution is 3, 4. Now moving on to the third question. Here I have chosen variable x. So this is my equation 1. This is my equation 2. Now the coefficients were 3 and 5. So the LCM was 15 because that's the least common multiple that I can take when the common factors are 3 and 5. So 1 has to be multiplied by 5. 2 has to be multiplied by 3. So 15x, 5 4s are 20y equal to 50 and 15x, 3 3s are 9. So minus 9y, this is 72. So again I have to change the signs because I have to subtract them. 15 minus 15 will get cancelled. So minus 11y is minus 22. So y is minus 22 by minus 11, that is 2. So therefore my y is 2. Now I'll again plug it back in any equation. So 3x minus 4y is equal to 10. So 3x minus 4 2s are 8 is equal to 10. So 3x is equal to 18. Therefore x will be equal to 6. So the final solution is 6, 2. You can also solve this using the substitution technique and leave in the comments that if you are getting the same answer as well. You can also graph it out and check, but this you can do any method that you find most suitable for your calculations. Now moving on to some special techniques that we need to solve some typical system of equations. So if the question states something like this, that is 7 by x plus 8 by y equal to 2, if this is my equation 1, and 2 by x plus 13 by y equal to 22. This is my equation 2. Now see that it is somewhat a bit unusual because it's 1 by x which is there in both and 1 by y which is again there in both. So what do we do is we take 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b. This is the most, if you remember to do this much, you will solve it very easily. So we just replace them by 7a plus 8b equal to 2 and 2a plus 13b equal to 22. So again I have chosen the variable a. Okay, so this is 7 and 2, so the common factor would have been 14. So this was multiplied by 2, this was multiplied by 7. Again solve it as usual process. You will get the value of b and a. But then don't stop here. You need to get the value of x and y. So 1 by x was equal to a. So x was equal to 1 by a. Similarly 1 by y was b. Therefore y was 1 by b. So you see, you always have to find the values of x and y. So just please don't stop at a and b. Get to the final answer of x and y. Now moving on to the second question. Here it's a bit more tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's very simple. Here it is 1 by x minus y, 1 by x plus y. See, this is the thing that is common in both. So what I do is, I'll take these to be a and b. Then it reduces to a very simple system of linear equations. I can just get these, and again I am using the elimination technique. So 30 and 40, that will give us 120, right? For the LCM or the common factor, I'll get the values of b and a in the same way. Now you cannot stop here, and this is not that x is 1 by a and 1 by b. So it is 1 by x minus y is a and 1 by x plus y is b. So again in the similar way, I'll get the values of x minus y and x plus y. Then you see that I have two different, this is again a different set of simultaneous linear equation. So we have to again solve it. So x minus y and x plus y, this is very simple. Minus y plus y will get cancelled. We'll get the value of x and y. So basically in this question, we had to solve the same system twice. First to get the value of x minus y, x plus y, and then again to finally to get the value of x and y. This is a bit lengthy, but if you follow all the steps one by one, this should be very simple, and don't just get confused. Just keep on solving, you will get to the final answer. Now, to finally wrap up and to learn the concepts a bit more clearly, let's solve some word problems. So, the sum of two numbers is 12, difference is 2. What are the numbers? So, let the numbers be x and y. So, by question, we see that x plus y is 12, right? The sum of two numbers is 12 and difference is 2. So, x minus y is 2. So, this is my equation 1. This is my equation 2. Always remember that when you solve a word problem where there are two things to be found, you should have two different equations. The number of equations that you have, it should be equal to the number of variables that you need to find out. This is a very simple basic concept so that you always get a solution. So over here, if you solve them, it's plus y and minus y. It's very easy. It will get cancelled out. So 2x will be equal to 14. X is 7. So this is one of the numbers. I'll again plug it back in 1. So x plus y is 12. So y is 12 minus 7. That is 5. So y is 5. So the numbers are 7 and 5, right? So you see 7 plus 5 is 12, 7 minus 5 is 2. The best part is you can always plug in the values and check whether you are getting the correct answer or not. Now let's move on to the second question. Now the ratio between a two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing the digits is 4:7. So let the original number be 10x plus y, right? Now on reversing, I'll get 10y plus x. This is how we represent any two-digit number. So by question, 10x plus y by 10y plus x is 4 by 7. This is my first equation. Let's simplify this. So 70x plus 7y, because I am cross multiplying them, right, is equal to 40y plus 4x. That is 70 minus 4, 66x, minus 7 minus 40 is 33y is equal to 0. Now 33 is a common factor. I can divide everything by 33. So 2x minus y is equal to 0. Basically, this is the modified version of equation 1. Now I need to find two things, x and y. So there must be a second equation as well. The difference between the digits is 3. Now this is a bit tricky. There can be two options. It is either x minus y is 3 or y minus x is 3. But you need to think like the reversed number is greater because it is 7 factors. Then the original number is 4 factors when we were doing the ratio. So obviously this portion of it is greater. So y has to be greater than x. So the second equation is y minus x is equal to 3. This is my equation 2. Now looking at the equations, I feel that substitution is a better method to solve this. So y is basically equal to 3 plus x. From this equation, I'll put that over here. So 2x minus y is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to y, and that is 2x is equal to 3 plus x. So therefore x is equal to 3. I got the value of x, and y is basically equal to 3 plus x, that is equal to 6. So my y is 6. So the number will be 10x plus y. So 10 into 3 plus 6. So that is 30 plus 6, that is 36. So my number is 36. And if I let's check the concepts. So if I reverse it, it becomes 63. So now 36 by 63 is 36 by 63. That is 9 4s are 9 7s are. So 4 is to 7. The ratio is correct. And if I do the difference, 6 minus 3 is 3. So this is my final answer, which is the correct answer. Now moving on to the last question. The present ages of A and B are in the ratio of 9:4. So let the present age of A and B be x and y. Okay. Now by question, x by y is 9 by 4. I'll just write it properly. 4x equal to 9y. So 4x minus 9y is equal to 0. This is my first equation. Now 7 years later, the ages of A will be x plus 7 and B will be y plus 7, right? By question, x plus 7 by y plus 7, that is 5 by 3. This is my equation 2. Now I'll just cross multiply 3 into x plus 7, 5 into y plus 7. So 3x plus 21 is 5y plus 35, right? So 3x minus 5y is 14. This is basically my equation 2. Now we have to solve both of them. Let me remove this. We have to solve both of them. I am using again the elimination technique. I'll choose the x variable, and 4 and 3 means the common factor will be 12. So equation 1 will be multiplied by 3, equation 2 will be multiplied by 4. So 4x minus 9y equal to 3, that has to be multiplied by 3, and 3x minus 5y equal to 14. That has to be multiplied by 4. Let's write it again. 12x minus 27y equal to 0. This is one equation. So 12x minus 20y is 56, right? I'll again have to change the signs. This is minus 7y minus 56. So y is minus 56 by minus 7, that is 8. So y is 8. Now I will again put it back. Maybe the first equation, 4x minus 9y. 4x minus 9y is equal to 0. So 4x is equal to 9y, that is 9 into 8. So x is 9 into 8 by 4, that is 18. So the age of 18, present age, I need to find out the present age. So present age of A is 18 years and B is 8 years. So these are the solution to the word problems.